What's up, RecTech family? Watch this whole video and see if you can spot Rex. If you do, put in the comments section the timestamp that you see him and your favorite dish of the day, and you may win something.
Well, you get down the fiddle and you get down the boat, pick up shoes and throw them on the floor, dance by the river to the early light, Louisiana Saturday night.
I guess Louisiana Day.
Well, you get down the fiddle and you get down the boat, kick off your shoes and throw them on the floor, dance by the river till the early light, Louisiana Saturday night.
You can't eat all Louisiana. What do you do down there? You don't eat
what do
all.
I eat?
You don't, yeah.
That's it.
There's not much more refreshing than a delicious Shiner Ruby Redbird.
Start my Friday off right. I don't know about you.
I mean, it's like an alarm clock of just fun.
Yes.
Ready? Just that sound. You just know it's gonna be a good day.
Shout out to Woody's in
be a good
Augusta,
day,
Georgia. They had the last 4 6-packs of this stuff, and I got all of it. Thank you, Woody's, over there, Riverwood Subdivision.
Happy Friday.
What is that, Evans? Shout out Woody's. Okay, that's our first liquor store shout out ever. And that is something to be said.
That's a first.
67 episodes, and we have not had one liquor store shout out.
It's impressive.
That is very impressive.
I would have put odds it have been sooner in the.
I maybe have mentioned Southern Beverage Outlet, but Woody's shout out.
The first
They
official.
had that shiner.
The first official.
First
shout out.
official. Congratulations, Woody. You did it, buddy. You made it.
Home run status.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's going to know who you are now. They're going to be ordering booze from you online. Across state lines. It's going to get illegal. But it is Funday Friday. What's today's date? 11/9/2018, November 9th. We're approaching Thanksgiving. Guys, if you haven't made your menu for Thanksgiving and you're having people over, please make it now.
Well, don't make it right now. Go back
No,
to
don't
last week's
physically
episode of
make
Funday
it.
Friday,
Don't physically make it.
and then you can do it after you watch that. Because I guarantee you, after you watch that, you're gonna put some stuff on there.
No, absolutely, absolutely. But yes, last week was an amazing episode. We had a recap of Thanksgiving staples.
Absolutely.
So again, if you guys are interested in cooking staples for Thanksgiving, make sure you watch last week's Funday Friday episode on YouTube. And remember, there's always a YouTube giveaway. It's an awesome RecTech surprise pack. That's a mixture between the word surprise and prize.
That was a good one.
Surprise pack.
Well, it's also just surprise.
Okay.
Okay, Debbie Downer. This is
Golly,
this
man.
is Funday.
High energy.
This is Funday Friday,
High energy.
not Frowny Face Friday.
No,
Okay.
no. Everybody
So,
give us a bunch of happy faces.
Let's
and
bring that
then
love back up.
Oreo faces.
some hearts.
Hearts, yes. A bunch of those. Can you give me Matt Lane's? Those are now officially Matt Lane's. But yeah, we had an amazing episode last week. Make sure you catch it on YouTube. We always do a YouTube surprise pack giveaway. So make sure you check out and subscribe to our YouTube channel. But yeah, this week's episode, we're going to be doing
Non-traditional holiday meals, and we're staying in the poultry or fowl family. So we've got some ducks. We're gonna do these with a little Asian-inspired glaze. We'll do a little hoisin, ginger, and sriracha. We're gonna do a goose. We're gonna do a citrus maple smoked goose. Both of these will be cooked at 250 degrees for probably about 3 hours and about 3 hours and 30 minutes or so until an internal of 165. And then we've got a capon.
we'll get way more into that a little bit later.
Get into that later.
Yeah.
But that's going to be stuffed with herb butter. We're making some goulash. Because, I mean, with weather like today, kind of cold and rainy, it'll warm up. It'll warm you up. And again, it tastes better for leftovers. So.
Absolutely. But since now you know why you should keep watching, we're going to go back to those winners we always give away. I said surprise back on YouTube, as well as we have a Caption This contest, which this week, again, I was featured. There's a lot of Sasquatch comments.
It's a
A
common,
lot of peeing
It's a common
behind
occurrence.
things comments. But this was our last week's Caption This picture. We had a lot of good entries, but the winner, and please forgive me if I mispronounce your name, which I'm probably going to. I'm going to give it two chances. With a winning answer of changing into his new RecTech Grills branded romp hem, and then he threw up a meme, which you always get extra points if you throw up a meme and superimpose both my face and the RecTech logo onto something with this handsome gentleman here. But his comment changing into his new Rectech Grills branded Romp Him. It's not a Romp Her.
It's a Romp Him.
It's a Romp Him.
It's a Romp Him.
And again, you get extra points if you do memes. So Mr. Chance Arrington, or I've been pronouncing your name Chauncey Arrington.
You hit leg day kind of hard in this picture, though.
Man, and I'm, it looks like I've been shaving my arms too. So.
A little bit. A little bit. Kind of buff, though. I mean, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
I want to keep that around.
But every week, we have a Caption This contest. And then congratulations to Mr. Chance Arrington. If you would like to collect your surprise pack, please email Madeline, that's Madeline, M-A-D-E-L-I-N-E at rectechgrills.com, and she will get you going. Our YouTube winner this week is Miss Kelly Napier, with a correct answer of 38 minutes and 42 seconds. Congratulations, Kelly. Thank you for subscribing to our YouTube channel and watching all of those videos. You too can be a winner if you subscribe to our YouTube channel. So please reach out to Madeline, M-A-D-E-L-I-N-E at rectechgrills.com. But yeah.
And there's great content on YouTube. Every week we got new stuff coming out. We've got fantastic holiday recipes coming out. We've got some Chef John videos coming out.
A lot of great resources.
And if you don't follow us on all platforms, make sure you do that, because we got some great behind-the-scenes stuff. Our stories, our pin stuff at the very top on Instagram. There's some great content there. And then a couple of good questions we had. We did something new on Instagram this week was Ask Chef Greg. We took, I don't know, Madeline, 45 different questions or so. It was a lot. And a lot of the questions that kept coming up was, what's a giblet?
Oh, yeah. I've
What's a
always
giblet?
wondered that myself.
So if you know what giblets are, just go ahead and comment down below.
But because it's an inconsistency in all of these birds.
It is, in fact.
You usually wind up. We'll put it right here.
With
Everybody's
a plethora of stuff. Now,
stuff in there.
we're going to get into some tips a little bit later, but basically giblets are what is inside of the bird. You typically have your necks.
edible.
It is edible. So these are our goose necks, so quite big. Smoke those down. You can make a delicious gravy. We've got our duck necks, our capon necks, and then other things in there. You can have hearts as a part of your giblets. You can have kidneys as a part of your giblets, and then your livers. So these here are going to be those goose livers. So
Filtering out all those nasty things out of the blood.
but you
right?
can
That's what
fry
the liver's
these,
for?
soak these in some buttermilk, fry them. Ooh.
Now,
So-
see, I love gizzards and livers.
I'm a
I am
fan.
a southern boy at heart. If you fry up a gizzard, I'm gonna eat that son of a gun.
And
So,
these-
what is a gizzard?
So these
chef?
are going to be your kidneys, actually. So what you can do is you peel off that silver skin. You can cure these in salt. So put some salt and herbs, let them sit in the fridge for about a month. Slice those up, add them to a gravy, saute them. You can fry them. That's a good Scooby snack right there.
Yeah.
Delicious. Then you've got some of your hearts. And like I said, these are going to be your livers. So this liver here was from the capon, and this is going to be your goose. And you can see the texture of that too. So a lot of people eat the
Yeah, big
duck
difference
liver,
in color as
like
well.
the foie gras. And those foie gras lobes, just to put in perspective, are probably about that big, right around a pound, whereas that's only just a couple ounces or so. But you can easily roast all these off, add great flavor to your stocks, sauces, gravies. Don't throw this stuff out. Just make sure before you cook your bird,
that you take it
take
out.
the giblets out.
So we've got a great recipe. Ray made some amazing Thanksgiving Day gravy that we've recently uploaded to YouTube, and we encourage you to go there and check out Ray's gravy recipe because he actually got gibleted or
He got gibbed.
He only got one
gibleted.
liver, one heart, and a neck.
Yeah.
What's up with that? But yeah, guys, check that video out. Yeah, we had some giblet talk, which is great.
I like giblets. I'm a fan.
No, like I said, and like I said, what are the gizzards?
So the gizzards are any of your internal offal. O-F-F-A-L, not A-W-E-F-U-L.
Wow, hit you with that knowledge.
It's awful, not awful.
So I always thought, because birds, they don't chew anything; they actually swallow it, and then they have a pouch that collects everything, and then there's actually muscles in there that kind of grind everything. And I thought that, and I may be wrong, but I always thought the gizzard was that because it's always real chewy.
Two muscles, and that's gonna be these ones here, your hard stuff, your smaller ones right in there.
Very cool.
Yep, but those are from the capon, the duck, and our goose. Or geese.
That's right.
Because we have multiple.
Gooses.
The geeses.
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 Ah, killed that. But that is what our episode is about today. Non-traditional holiday meals that you can do. Not the turkeys, not the hams, not the prime ribs. These are things that are absolutely going to wow your family, guys.
Yep.
Don't forget, we're going to be live every 30 minutes. So we will come back at 12 o'clock Eastern Standard, and we will start our capon.
We'll start the capon and the goulash.
Goulash, and we'll talk more about that capon because I'm sure there's a lot of you out there that are not quite sure what kind of animal this is. And if you watched our Instagram stories, you would already be knowledgeable on this. So make sure you follow this as well. But don't forget, we go live on Twitter when we go off on Facebook and Instagram. Okay, guys? Thank you so much. Happy Funday Friday, and we'll see you about 12 o'clock. Do 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 do.
Red Tech Shine Box.
Get it, Jody.
I'm
Don't
just tired
stop.
of watching it.
Don't stop.
You
I
gotta
like
throw,
him in a video game.
you gotta throw dollars. Throw
Whole
dollars.
segment. Go for it.
I'm in a basketball game.
Cardio.
Excitement, high energy. It's Monday, Friday. We're working for the greatest company in America. In the world. We're drinking the greatest beer known to man.
The world.
We're cooking the most delicious semi-flightless birds.
The world.
These probably never flew. They were probably farm raised. They probably never.
It might have flown in like a plane to get to the local
Yeah, they
grocery store. Air
Probably
freighted.
never got higher than this in their life. God bless them.
And they're gonna be delicious.
Boy, are they going to be delicious.
Daryl Deal, what's up, buddy?
Hey, Daryl. So, it's Funday Friday, of course. We're doing non-traditional holiday meals, things that you can substitute for your hams, your turkeys, your prime ribs, and we went all bird this week, and soup.
Well, it's more of like a
macaroni,
stew
cheese
sort of thing.
It's like a stew beef.
It's a goulash. It's an Americanized goulash.
Okay.
So
Do you goo or do you losh?
Goo.
I think I'm more of a washer.
Okay, all right.
Are you a gooer?
I like to goo all the time. I like goo all up in everything.
All right, so we're making our goulash.
Goo!
And this is a PG-rated goulash. We've got 4.5.
Was that R-rated?
A little bit.
No way!
That was like in our 17.
So we
Get out of here. Continue with your goo.
back to the goulash. We've got 4.5 pounds of ground beef. And here's a great way if you've got leftover pulled pork, you've got leftover brisket, you've got leftover smoked chicken, you've got leftover whatever. It can all go in your goulash.
Hamburger helper.
So we all know I'm a chef, right?
Yeah, well, yeah.
So
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then he's got 7 on here, not on here.
ooh, thank you. So goulash is essentially hamburger helper.
Yeah.
But we're making it from scratch.
My wife does not let hamburger helper in our house. I love hamburger helper. What is it, Campbell's? Who makes it? I love it.
So comment down below if you think Becky should allow hamburger helper at the Flanagan house.
She does. She's like, get that trash out of here. I don't care what she says. I love it. I grew up on it. Georgia Southern University. I ate it
Shout out
almost
Eagles.
every day. Almost every day. When I would substitute. You know what is really good? Substituting the noodles with ramen.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Huh? And then add an egg on top. Woo! Now that's a good ace college meal, I'm telling you.
So did you have a hot plate in your dorm room?
No, I had a stove.
Nice.
It wasn't a dorm. I was lucky enough. My story is, me and a friend of mine, we're still friends, James Colley, we went into a 2-bedroom apartment. Well, he backed out. So that wasn't on me. So I got a 2-bedroom apartment all to myself. Number 169. It was called the Players Club. That's the apartment complex, not my house.
That
I
was
swear to
close
God.
to the Wooden Nickel.
True story. It was right down the road from the Wooden Nickel. It was less than a half a mile. Woo! Boy, memories. Memories.
My sister went to Georgia Southern and we'd go visit every now and then. Like penny wine night at the Wooden Nickel.
Yeah, it was called the Wooden Nickel for a reason. Shout out to Ace. He was on Real World. He owns that.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
So traditionally you're going to cook this down and you're going to add Italian seasoning and whatnot. But we don't need that. Why? Because we got Colton's freaking Greek. So we got all of those herbs that we want in there. We're going to add about a 1/4 cup. And this is going to make a lot of goulash.
Yeah.
Okay? This is a goulat. So we're
We're
going
freaking Greek guys available at rectechgrills.com.
And I used 90-10 ground beef, so that's going to be 90% lean meat and 10% fat.
So it's not hamburger meat.
It is not hamburger meat. This is ground beef. So we're going to add our onions, and we will cook that down for probably 8 minutes or so. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add some beef stock, some chopped tomatoes, our pasta, and then we'll add a little bit of garlic, and that's all going to stew and cook. So we're using raw pasta. So that starch will come out and help thicken this, and we'll just keep cooking it, and it's going to be amazing.
See, I could eat just this right here for dinner every day, all day.
Well, our shipping manager, Harry, would eat that right there. He loves raw ground beef. Shout out Harry Doss.
Shout out Harry and the Doss family. We love y'all.
So,
North Augustians. So,
what do we got here, Jody?
we've got ourselves a store-bought capon.
Oh, snap.
Hey, what's capon, you ask? Well, Chef has educated me so I can educate you. A capon is essentially a male chicken, a rooster,
Yeah.
that has been castrated,
Snip.
okay, and then fed nothing but like a wet buttermilk type dinner, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So it's it's a little bit juicier.
It's a very high-fat diet, a very milk-rich high-fat diet. So you'll notice the meat there is going to be real creamy, sweet, amazing.
Oh, creamy and sweet.
And since this
Just like
bird
me.
is a male bird,
Just like I like my coffee.
they tend to get a little bit bigger than their female counterparts. But since it's castrated, just like when old dog gets snipped,
Yeah, you start
kind of
building
calms
fat.
down a
Yep.
little bit. You stop developing that testosterone. You're gonna have fantastic chicken. So, a couple secrets to capon. It's very fatty. So what you want to do is trim out some of the fat hanging off the capon. And even if you look inside that cavity, might be some loose pieces of stuff in there. Just go ahead and take it out.
Oh man, that's a clean cavity right
Clean
there.
cavity.
Woo wee!
It's a clean
I
cavity.
think we handled that cavity earlier.
There you go. So what we can do is to get some love in that cavity. If you want to stand that bird up,
I would love
we'll
to
take
get
a little
some
bit
love
of
in this cavity.
Ben's heifer dust on there.
Available at rectechgrills.com.
And you got to season your cavity, because what's going to happen is, as the juices kind of get happy all up in the inside of that, you're going to mix with that seasoning and get great flavor. The second stage to this is going to be how we ensure crispy skin. So you can see Jody here is loosening
Carefully.
the skin from the breast meat. And what that's going to do is, as this cooks, you're going to get an air gap layer in there. And that's going to make sure you get very well-rendered crispy skin.
And you can also, leave your bird uncovered in the refrigerator for, a few hours, and this will also dry that skin out and help you with a crispy skin.
So these recipes are on our website, and one of the steps there is, we did it last night. Salt your bird with some sea salt. Let it sit in the refrigerator overnight uncovered. That salt will help pull out some of that moisture, and again,
And that's a good turkey
Taking the
tip for
flavor
you
down.
guys too for Thanksgiving, okay?
so here we have some butter that we've mixed with heifer dust, as well as Colden's Freaking Greek.
Essentially some herb butter, right, Chef?
Yep. And Jody is gonna go to Flavortown and get that butter. What you can do is, if you want, you can roll it out into logs, put it in there, and just kind of take your hand over the top and smear it on back. And
I
what
treat it
happens
like a
is-
little bit like beard oil. I warm it up in my hands and then smear it in there.
It's good. Can't have an itchy beard.
No. Or an itchy bird.
So what's gonna happen is, this bird cooks, that skin's gonna render, get tight, that butter's gonna melt and basically moisten, lubricate, and flavorize. Shout out. Flavorize that breast meat.
This chicken looks good.
Bounce chicken wow wow.
Yeah.
It's actually a bounce capon wow wow.
C-A-P-O-N, right, Chef? If
Yep.
you're looking for them in the store, C-A-P-O-N.
They're in all your big box stores. Now they are, I'll say, a little bit pricey. So this is going to be a.
Well, there's a lot that goes into it.
There is. This is a 7.5 pound capon. So you might see oven stuffers. An oven stuffer is not a capon. A bigger chicken is not a capon. It's a specific type of bird. So to put it in
So, what kind of a bird is a oven stuff?
it's just a regular straight chicken,
straight
just a big chicken. Yep, and they're usually in that 6 pound range. Capon will be slightly larger because, again, it is that male variety. There's any extra herb butter over the smeared over the top. That'll act as kind of like our binder, help everything stick and get tasty.
I like to tuck a little up under them wings too, just to give it a little extra.
And they're not quite. I mean, they're a little pricey. Oven stuffer might be about $12. This is about $20, but it's worth it. And again, once you get it all lubed up, you can tuck those wingtips back. We'll tie those legs tight, and then we will cook this just like I do all my birds, my turkeys, at 325 for about 90 to 110 minutes. Okay?
And if you're looking for crispy skin, guys, we definitely recommend staying above 275 degrees. The skin tends to get a little rubbery if you go below that 275 degrees.
You want to tie that up, the legs?
Yes. Yeah, I will.
Go for
so
it.
you can keep your hands,
Hands
nice
clean.
and clean.
And what I normally do is, too, the wings, so they don't burn, I'll take those wing tips and you actually bend them back underneath. That'll keep your bird from wobbling around, too.
Ooh. Yeah, you love to bend them wings up underneath.
It's just, it's just a thing. You don't have to. But it'll also expose, more importantly, more skin
More
to that
surface
heat
area.
and smoke and make sure it's nice and rendered. Looks like you've done that before.
Bro, remember last year when we cooked, oh Lord,
No, you got
when
it.
we cooked like 13 turkeys in November?
It's a lot.
Right. Remember. Cool, so let's look at that goulash while I'm screwing this up.
You're doing a great job. What we're gonna do is we're gonna grab our tomato sauce. And this is gonna be 2 cans of crushed tomatoes. And then if our social media expert Olivia would grab that pot of beef stock. Olivia, if you would, go ahead and pour that right in. This is gonna be, you got it? It's gonna be 96 ounces of beef stock. We'll add in our garlic. Garlic.
For the people up north.
Okay, we'll bring that to a simmer, which again only takes just a little bit. We're gonna add in our noodles.
Those are raw, guys.
Raw noodles. And we're gonna cook
The
this.
starch is gonna help bind everything together and
Yep.
help thicken it up.
And we're gonna cook this for about a half an hour, stirring occasionally, and then we'll finish it up with cheddar cheese.
And you're on high, medium, low?
We're on high now, and we'll turn it down to low when we go to a simmer. But let's go ahead and get this capon on.
Yes, sir.
So we're gonna cook this on the RT-340 Trailblazer, available at rectechgrills.com.
The Trailblazer.
$5.99.
Now we got the herb butter, that's seasoning in
Yep.
it.
You ready?
7-pound bud.
Oh, look
look
at
at
that!
that.
We got
Look
one
at that
already done.
You go ahead and get yours off, Chef, and I'll put that in it. Got that grill mat on there, available at rectechgrills.com.
Look how juicy that is. Look at that. Let me come around here. You got that juice just leaking out right there. Look how moist that bird is. That is just flavor.
It's a beautiful looking rooster.
But again, look how evenly brown, rendered,
Absolutely beautiful, guys.
and perfect.
And we've got the other 2 birds. We'll actually show you right now what we'll do next segment. They're sitting on the RT-700 bull, which is on back order right now. I told you guys, order it now for Christmas and we'll hold it. Oh, wait, it's on back order now. Holy crap. Don't worry. We're going to come back out of back order. But I'm telling you guys right now, if you want yourself or your family member to receive the RT-700 bull by Christmas, man, I would freaking order it today. Do not wait. Supplies are limited. Guys, order it now, okay? When we come back, we'll do the goose and the duck.
And we'll finish up our goulash.
We'll play duck, duck, goose.
Do.
Duck, duck.
I can't do that.
You can't do that. We can't do that. Look at that! Look at that rooster! He's delicious. Look at the little tail.
Goose. Duck, duck, goose. Duck, duck, goose. Duck. 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 Goose!
No, you got it wrong.
You're wrong.
Duck, 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 goose.
Yeah, little guy, big guy. Look at that. Thank you. Man, that goulash.
So did we decide if this was goo or losh?
We'll double up on
Goo.
So again, this was with raw pasta. You can see how nice and thick and delicious that got. So now we gotta take it to flavor town.
Yeah. Cheesy.
1 pound.
What about Velveeta? Can you put Velveeta in there, Chef?
I mean, I suppose you could, but I got a little sharp cheddar action. Now this was the Ben Low recipe. This would be 2 pounds. Of
What
cheddar
about
cheese.
butter? Can we put butter in there?
You could, but there's enough fat in there with the beef. I mean, you know, we want to be a little. Now,
Man, that looks great.
so we'll turn the heat off here.
I'll put that on some oyster crackers.
You could probably take some oyster crackers, crumble it on the top with some butter, put it in a pan, put it in your Rectech, and cook it for, 20 minutes or so. But this right here is goulash.
And on a cold fall or winter day, there's nothing better that will fuel your body and your soul better than this right here.
And honestly, cold the next day.
Oh no! After it gets cold and melt and everything kind of marries together,
That's
it's incredible. Absolutely incredible.
So back to the stars of our show.
So we got a goose and a duck. Hey chef, what do you call a duck that has a drug problem?
I don't know. A quackhead. That's good. This guy. So you can see the skin
Killing
on
it
these
right now.
birds is significantly thicker than that of the capon and or the chicken.
Absolutely, you can definitely see a lot of fat.
Okay, so it's probably a good 1/4 inch thick, easy.
Delicious.
So to help this render out and melt, do a couple things. So you got that injector. So those of you that went to Rectech Academy, we had these awesome injectors, sharp needle. So what you can do is choke up and leave it exposed maybe about a 1/4 inch. And you want to pierce the skin, not the meat, but the skin all over. And what that's going to do is that's going to help draw out some of the moisture and give the fat a place to get out. Because if we don't, this is going to be like really fatty on the top.
You guys are really learning something today, I promise you. This is awesome.
And again, you can look, if you can, buy a leaner duck. I know that probably sounds a little ridiculous, a leaner duck. But you can see the meat up under that skin. That's what you want. So we will poke all over. And really spend the time. So this is going to be the day before. So if you're just cooking this on Friday, Thursday night, do this. Flip your bird over. Do the same thing. All over everywhere. Okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to take some nice Arctic sea salt.
Oh, that sea salt.
And we are going to cover the bird. At this stage, we're going to let this sit in the fridge, uncovered on a rack, overnight. That's going to pull out a lot of juice that we don't necessarily need.
A lot of moisture.
A lot of moisture. So we'll do
Make
the
that
same thing with
skin
our
crispy.
Our goose. And if you look, the goose and the duck are very similar in flavors, textures. Just for comparison, this is a 5-pound duck and a 10-pound goose. Okay. So again, we would pierce this all over.
Is there a specific type of goose that they use? Is this like a Canadian goose?
This is a Canadian goose, and this is if you can find it in the stores, the best duck out there. Maple Leaf Farms. Fantastic duck program. So again, we'll take that salt.
Is it like a mallard? Or is it like a...
Well, they've got a couple different types. They do. They make really good, great American foie gras. But we'll go ahead and get started. If you want to mix up our marinade for the duck,
You got that.
this is going to be
2 cups of hoisin?
no, it's a
Oh,
half
shit.
a cup of
Half a
hoisin.
cup of hoisin. Shit.
7-second delay.
1/4 cup. Sriracha. 2 tablespoons ginger.
Yep. Might need to use the spoon to get that one out.
Okay.
That's the
Asian-inspired sauce.
This
for
is
the
going to
stuff?
be.
The
Yep. This is
Asian.
going to be the Asian.
And remember, it's hoisin, sriracha, and ginger, guys.
That right there smells crazy. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some citrus, and this is going to go in the goose, because you got to say it like that. It's a goose. So we're going to take our lemons and limes.
Oh my gosh.
And we're going to put those into the goose.
Just shoving them right on in there.
Right on in there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take, and this is again the next morning, so Thursday night, if you're cooking these for Friday, salt them, pierce them, let them sit overnight. Friday, this is the next day. So we've got some maple syrup.
Oh, cheese and crackers. You done did it now.
Done, did it now. Now what we can do is a couple things. there's a lot of fat kind of in and around here. You can actually just get in there with your fingers and pull this stuff out, okay? Because this is going to make a very fatty goose, and it's just going to make a mess of the grill. You don't need it. I almost thought that was beer down. Now we want to seal this up, okay? So the easiest way to do that, because again, unlike a chicken, this really isn't going to move. So what you can do is get your friend the wooden skewer.
You guys are going to learn something right now.
And
Pay
you
attention.
can take your skewer and essentially sew. So you want to come through and over the top. Come over the top. We're going to sew that cavity shut.
This is crazy. I love this. That goose didn't know what was coming.
And why we want to do that is we want to kind of make sure this is nice and taut. We're going to preserve some moisture there. Okay. And then what you can do is just take that and break it. And there you go.
Wow.
Now on the back side, you got this thing going on.
That's neck skin.
That's your
That's
neck.
what we like to call neck skin.
It's your neck flap. Yep. So what you do is you'll take your piece of butcher's twine, come up under the wings.
So you keep the neck skin on.
We will, portions of it. Okay. Now what we'll do is we can pull that neck skin nice and taut when we tie our goose. And I'm a fan. I go
Cool.
over like 3-4 times. Way it gets nice and tight,
Holds that knot.
just like that. And then I give a little twist so it doesn't undo. And then one more.
Chef, I noticed that you're using sweeter ingredients in your marinades and glazes. Is that, would you
I'm gonna
rather
trim
go
that off.
sweeter than savory because of all the fat in the bird?
You can either way. Definitely sweet is a good way to go here. But we're just kind of doing something different. I mean, we've gone really savory with chickens. We went really savory with turkeys. We went really
capon's
savory with
really
capon. So we'll hit that at the end with a little freaking Greek. Now onto the duck.
My favorite.
Same process. So what we'll do is we will go ahead and tie this one first. So what you can do is, if you're curious how we do this, you can take your neck flap, come up under the wings, okay, just like that. Flip the bird over. And then again, you can tie this up. Whoop. Oops, seasoning down. If you're worried about duck, definitely give it a shot. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's
I'm a huge fan of the duck. You can
And
trim
what
that.
internal temperature were you shooting for, Chef?
We want to go for 165 as well.
Okay. Just like chicken.
Just like
any
chicken.
kind of poultry.
Yep.
Okay.
And then what we're going to do is, here the difference is, you're going to pour that marinade and save about a couple tablespoons.
That's right. So we're going to glaze.
That looks good to me.
Okay.
And we will sew that shut again.
Now pay attention to this. This is amazing.
You kind of go over the skin, over the skin, over the skin. And you could do this with larding and barding needles, but ain't nobody got that, because that's some old school stuff right there. Again, break that skewer.
All right. Then you guys can come over here and I'll start glazing.
And we'll season that one up with our Asian persuasion.
Again, Chef's going to season that duck with the Jody's Asian Persuasion rub, and I'm going to put some of this glaze that we just made right on top of here, making sure not to brush too hard and rub any of that seasoning off. This is going to be a little glaze for us here, and you can see these, we've got some great color on them. We're running at about 250 degrees. We're shooting for an internal of 165. And then these are sitting on the bowl, which is on back order right now, guys. We told you, if you wanted it for Christmas, to go ahead and order it. And we were not joking. They are on back order. We encourage you to go to the website right now, rectechgrills.com, and go ahead and order that Rectech Bull, Stampede, Trailblazer, Bullseye, or Matador.
Jody, I'm going to slide in here and put that
Come on, buddy.
duck in.
And Chef is going to show you can actually fit 4 of these birds on the RT-G450 Bull that has the Y pellet Wi-Fi controller. It comes standard with 2 platinum tipped meat probes. So you'll get actually 4 readings on your controller, the actual temp, your set temperature, and then the 2 probe temperatures. Bull comes standard with a grill light on the inside. You don't have to pay extra for that. It comes standard with a bottom shelf. You don't have to pay extra for that. It's also got the stainless steel cooking chamber. No other grills in this price point are going to have a stainless steel cooking chamber. This grill is also equipped with a ceramic ignition system. That ceramic ignition system is rated for 100,000 on-off cycles. That's a lot. That's once a day for over 300 years. That ceramic igniter should outlast you. And that bowl also comes to standard with a 6-year warranty. Now, again, if you catch yourself and the bowl is on back order when you go to order, the Stampede is a great alternative. It's 590 square inches of cooking surface. It also has that stainless steel cooking chamber. It's got a 30-pound hopper as opposed to a 40-pound hopper. The grills average about 1 pound per hour burn rate. So that 30-pound hopper at about 225 is going to get you over 30 hours of cook time. Okay? Comes standard with a bottom shelf. A lot of the competition, you have to pay extra for it. Comes standard with a ceramic igniter rod and the stainless steel cooking chamber as well. But this is a great alternative to the Bull, guys. This is absolutely great. About how long will these birds take, Chef?
So if we look right here, we're at just over 170 on the duck, 160 on the goose. We'll pull that out, let that tack up. And if you got one of your fancy aprons with your utensil holder, you're not going to be looking for tongs because they're right there.
Available in the closeout section of the website.
So those will be ready in about 5 minutes. We'll pull those off. We'll let them rest for about 15, 20 minutes, which gives just us enough time to go on Twitter and go up front and get it all sliced up. And again, if you missed any of this, go back to our Instagram stories, because we did all this stuff during the week because we know with 100%, we test our recipes.
That's right.
We test them on Wednesday. We test them on
Everybody in
Thursday.
the office tastes everything. If anybody doesn't like the taste of anything, it doesn't go on the website. You guys don't get to go. But we're running at 250 degrees for about how long total time?
So we put these on this morning at 9 o'clock. So it's going to be about 3 hours on the duck and about 3.5 hours on the goose.
Okay, and let's remind the folks at home, the duck was 5 pounds?
5 pounds, and the goose was 10 pounds.
Perfect.
But again, since we've got that white pellet Wi-Fi controller with dual platinum tipped meat probes, we can do other things.
We got an app that hooks up to your grill. So guys, don't forget about that. You can go off and live your life while your grill does all the work for you. It's essentially living the RecTech lifestyle.
So I was actually typing the recipes up, and I was monitoring the cook on my phone. There
You guys can see everything's running at 250. It's the grill is actually leveled back out. That Smart Grill technology does a great job of maintaining your temperature precisely, guys. We don't average the temperature. We don't fluctuate. It'll hold it good and strong. We'll see you in about 30 minutes. We'll be back at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard-ish. That's why you need to set your notifications so you know when we're going to go live, guys. Funday Friday. Chef Greg, Jody. Works. Totally works.
Everybody got the citrus in mind.
All right.
Duck.
It's a party.
Duck.
Sorry.
Duck. Duck. Duck.
Goose.
Goose.
Capon. Capon.
Capon.
No, the capon.
Cap'n.
Duck.
Boomer.
Boomer Center. Hey, Rick. Good to see you, my friend.
Yeah.
God bless you. Hope you're doing well. Your beautiful wife, hope she's doing well as well. It's been a hot minute since I heard from Boomer. Let's give some shout outs right now, Matt, while we...
All right, go Tigers from Les Burrell.
Les Burrell, are you out there
on Louisiana
tailgating
Day?
already? Shout out Les Burrell.
Wasn't last week Ohio Day?
Shout out our boy Thomas for bringing us some killer beer. He just dropped it off because he's a friend. He's a family member. God bless you, Thomas. Thank you for this amazing Billsburg Brewery beer.
There were some stouts. They were
James City County.
tasty.
Cool. We got David
Virginia.
Field checking in.
David Fields third.
Jersey
Bass
in the
fishing.
house. What's up from All American Towing?
Anybody?
Diamond
Oh,
Dave.
Wait. I got something for you, All American Towing. Come on, get over here, Matt.
What am I? Dun, 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 dun.
The guy we trust. There's All American Towing's number right there. If you're in the Augusta area and you need a tow, call my boy, one of my good friends, John Franklin. He will straight up, he'll load you up.
He'll hook you up. No pun intended.
He likes to say he'll hook you up. He's a damn good person. So y'all give John some love.
Bobby Massengale, what's up, man?
I got to send a shout out to Christy Young. I was at the guitar pull at the James Brown Arena on Tuesday, and Christy grabbed me and demanded several selfies. She is a fan of the show. She says she watches every episode, so hopefully she's going to watch this one. But shout out, Christy. Thank you so much. It is humbling when somebody stops me and demands a picture. It really, really is. So,
Jason Lee Sabo says, do.
Jason Sabo, shout out to Whiskey Run. We love y'all. All right, before we get into this delicious food, I want to remind you guys about our closeout items on rectechgrills.com. We also want to remind you that we are going to be doing Black Friday through Cyber Monday deals. What?
Dude, that was up there.
He was in there. Black Friday through Cyber Monday. So, I'll give you a little snippet of it. In order to know everything, you really need to sign up for the RecTech newsletter. Just go to rectechgrills.com. There will be a pop-up, enter in your email, and you will get all of the information you need to know. But, Jordan, what are the times? Starting on 12 a.m. on Black Friday. Oh, thank you so much, Madeline. I didn't even see that. Technically Thursday night at 12 a.m. Our specials will run from 12 a.m. to 11:59 on Monday, all the way through. We're not breaking them up. They're all together. There's going to be some great deals. There's going to be some discos. There's going to be some, hey, you buy this, you're going to get this. So make sure you sign up for the newsletter at rectechgrills.com, okay? We also want to mention, if you're wanting a grill for Christmas, buy it now. Why?
Because the bulls are on back.
The bulls are on back order already. So if you want it by Christmas, buy it today. Buy it now. We'll hold it. We'll ship it likely the first full week of December. That way you're able to get it before Christmas. We also want to send some shouts out to all of our teams competing at the World Food Championships in Orange Beach, Alabama. Congratulations. I know the Shed team is out there doing well. I know Carl the Cook is out there with Rollin' Smoke Nation killing it. They've actually got the Mamba.
It's got the Mambo.
So yeah, the Mambo. So if you guys see the Black Mamba, you're at the World Food Championships, take a picture of it, send it to us. We might actually send you something. But Craig Tabor, Tim Shelburne, Ryan Tahan, and Grillin' Gary Yankee. Those guys are also competing. Shout out to a local guy here. Crap, I forgot his name. Whatever. But we want to, one more thing we want to remind you guys, Stoked on Smoke, our boy Steve McElroy, the barbecue bro, he's actually doing a Stampede giveaway on YouTube. So we encourage you to go to Stoked on Smoke, watch his
Blueberry ribs.
review of the Stampede, and then he does a blueberry ribs recipe on the Stampede. So you can actually win a Stampede if you watch both of those videos. So let's get to tasting, Chef. All of the announcements are done.
So we'll recap here real quick. We did our goulash. It was 4.5 pounds of ground beef, 2 very large onions, 2 jars of crushed tomatoes, 96 ounces of beef stock, and 3 pounds of pasta. We cooked that down about a half hour.
Yeah, it didn't take long at all,
Not
surprisingly.
And then we added a pound of shredded sharp cheddar cheese.
Yep, everybody on the team would have added a pound more of cheese and a pound more of butter to it, but that's okay. I'm a double dip. Suck it.
That is way better than Hamburger Helper. So our capon, we cooked this at.
No truer statement has been said, sir. That is absolutely
Pretty good.
delicious. Guys, try this.
The little secret ingredient there is going to be that Colden's freaking Greek. You get great savory elements there. Super tasty. Moving on to our capon, or our...
Capon. C-A-P-O-N. Capon.
Yep.
And go ahead and recap the whole capon scenario, Chef.
No
What
doubts.
is actually a capon?
So this is going to be a 7.5 pound castrated rooster
Okay.
that we let sit overnight in the fridge, uncovered with some sea salt. We made a herb butter with Colden's freaking Greek and heifer dust. Shoved that in all the nooks and crannies up under the skin. And we went 325. But look at
Oh, Lord. There's a river runs through it.
this. So this here is going to be all of that butter and chicken deliciousness.
But wait, Chef, that bird is pink. Is it undercooked?
It is not, buddy. This thing is smoked and fantastic.
Man, I cannot tell you how many times I, coming from a restaurant background, had to, as a manager, approach a table and explain to them that the pink chicken was actually cooked. It's not raw. You can have pink chicken.
And if you're looking for the best part of that bird, back in here on either side, this is going to be the oyster of that.
And they literally look like oysters, guys. Look at that.
So there you go, buddy. That's for you.
Put that on a saltine cracker with some cocktail sauce.
There's
Darn.
mine. Holy cow.
It's definitely not chicken.
It is definitely not chicken.
Definitely not chicken. It definitely doesn't taste chickeny.
So we'll go ahead and we'll cut the
Very
breasts off.
savory.
So again, I like to cut the breasts off, and this is how I do my turkeys and such as well.
Yep.
So now I can take this and slice it.
And this is exactly how you're going to do your turkey on Thanksgiving Day, guys. You go ahead and you cut out both of those breasts, and then you separate the legs, the thighs, and the wings.
There you go, buddy.
Oh man, I've never had a capon. So
That's so rich and delicious.
it's got some smoke on it, son.
That's good.
Man, it's got some smoke.
Just
on it.
because you're cooking at a higher temp doesn't mean you're not picking up those flavors. Why? Because you're cooking with wood the entire time.
100% of the time you're cooking with wood. What is it? What happens when you burn wood? You get smoke, right?
You do.
Where there's smoke, where there's fire, there's smoke.
And a lot of times you're not going to see it. And that's okay too.
And you want to see that clear, thin, light blue smoke. That white billowing smoke that comes from all of the added smoking accessories. You do not want that flavoring your food, guys. That is a sour, stale flavor that you can't come back from.
So there's that goose leg, just dripping in juice. And this was, again, we got citrus, cold as freaking Greek, as well as that
Look
meat.
at that. Look at the color of this meat, y'all. This is so different. I've never had goose. I am fired. This is different. Oh, man, this is wild.
Literally.
Ray Carn says, awesome work.
Ray Carnes.
Ray, we love you. We hope you're killing something. Deer-wise, not...
And
yeah,
again, we
sorry.
poked
Weird.
that skin, and look, it's rendered out.
This is nuts. You said the texture was like steak, and I didn't believe you, but it's straight up like steak.
No doubt. That's so good. It's so good, I'm going for more. You want round two?
That skin is good. It's just, it's not super crispy, but it is good. You can get a bite through it.
It's rendered. Rendered is the word you want to look for there. So again, we got our...
Oh, is that raw?
No, buddy.
Oh my gosh.
No,
We knew
no.
we were going to get some people like that.
If your bird is cooked to like 200 degrees internal, it'll be brown throughout. This is perfect. Perfect. You eat duck, medium rare. You eat duck, medium. You eat goose the same way. That is perfect.
It was absolutely amazing, guys. God, I can't even describe this flavor.
So here's what it tastes like. So it's a texture of like a flank steak.
Yeah. Well,
But a sweetness that you get from like the most umptious poultry ever. All right, so let's go ahead and take this
cheese and crackers, y'all.
this duck breast.
It's got the Asian glaze on it. This was seasoned with the Jody's Asian Persuasion. We put that hoisin ginger sriracha marinade on the inside, and Chef skewered it up. And that was an awesome trick that you showed everybody of how to sew it together with just a skewer that
And look
you
at
can
this.
purchase.
See that pinking there? That's smoke. That's 3 hours at 250 degrees. Jody?
Chef, did you, what do you get when you put 4 ducks in a box?
Oh,
Gimbal down. I don't know, buddy.
Box of quackers. You son of a gun. That's a good one. Kill myself. That's got a crazy texture too.
It's a little less dense than the goose, but man, do I pick up that flavor of that ginger.
No, that the ginger's coming out. That hoisin's coming out.
But look at that. That's smoke.
Even though we put sriracha in it, there is not really much heat. So if you guys want more heat, add more sriracha.
Look how pretty that is. That right there. Ray, I'm sorry you're not here to taste this.
And to me, my favorite duck, the French Market Grill West does a great duck here in Augusta. Oh man, but that is hands down. This is going to be the best tasting duck I've ever had in my life. Like honestly, right here. Don't eat duck much.
With as good as that duck is, I think that goose. I don't know, man. It's a toss up. And again, with a couple of steps, you can have.
Guys, we do this every week. For those of you who are just now following us, we do this literally every week. Every Friday, we try to start at 11:30. We upload these videos onto YouTube. We have a YouTube contest every Monday. We also go live and do a Mail Monday. Guys, if you want to send us anything, you want your products featured, send them to me, Jody Flanagan, 2004, Westside Drive, Augusta, Georgia, 30907. We also do a Caption This contest, which this week, the winner won with an awesome caption and a meme. Memes are encouraged, especially if they feature me and you're making fun of me. We also do Greg Goes to the Grocery Store every Wednesday and gives you guys a sneak peek of what's to come. What are we doing next week? Do we decide?
We haven't decided yet. But here's a funny story about that, right? We were at Kroger talking about shout-outs. A guy backed up, blocked the aisle, and was like, "What are you doing?" Got out of his car and went back in. He bought a duck.
So after we found out we were cooking,
Forgot his name, but he said he's cooking a duck this weekend. He's gonna watch this, cook a duck. And me and Ben Lowe were like, "Cool, man, that's awesome."
That's so cool. So, we upload a Reddit recipe every Thursday, so check us out on Reddit. What can they do for us on Reddit, Jordan? Is there anything cool that they can do for us?
Absolutely. If
Maybe
you guys
share?
would simply just go to RecTech Grills on Reddit and comment on our recipes with some of your favorite recipes. This year we're doing smoked turkey for the holidays. If you want to send some of your favorite turkey recipes, that would be encouraged. Even if you don't have a RecTech, just join the conversation. We'd love to chat with you.
No, we'd love to see a lot of you guys on Reddit and help support us on there. There's a lot of bullies, if you guys are familiar with Reddit. The RecTech Nation, we are calling all folks to join us in Reddit. And then last, but not least, Veterans Day we are celebrating. We want to send a special shout out, a thank you, a God bless. We are thinking about you. We're sending our prayers to you, to each and every person who has ever signed up and fought for the flag. We appreciate you and all that you do. I was not brave enough to do it, to sign up, but most of the men in my family were. But we just, we thank you and we cherish you and we honor you on Veterans Day. It is Sunday, correct, Jordan? We are celebrating all of you guys on Sunday, so make sure you whip out your barbecue.
Sure enough.
We love you to death. But I got one more joke to close this out.
All right, let's do it.
And it's a goose joke. So what do you get when you cross a goose with a cow? Huh?
Goose with a cow. A big goose?
A moose.
Jokes
I'll leave
for
you guys
days.
with that one. Make sure you follow us on all social media. Thank you guys so much. Hit the like button, hit the share button. It's going to help us out. And make sure you set your notifications. That way you know when we go live. This has been episode 68 of Funday Friday from Augusta, Georgia, the worldwide RecTech Grill headquarters. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Jody Flanagan. I am your RecTech Grills expert. And this is Chef Greg Mueller, our Director of Culinary Innovation. Sorry, I'm an idiot. But it was an honor and a pleasure. Thank you for showing us alternative holiday meals, Chef. This is amazing. Thank you guys. Have a great weekend. Be safe and happy Veterans Day. Thank you to all the veterans. We love you.
Cheers.
Here's to all the veterans.